So, the machines had something to say about the Miami Dolphins draft plans. Yeah, artificial intelligence stepped in and tried to map out the Dolphin strategy for 2025. And what it came up with? Well, it mirrors what's been floating around the fan base and draft circles for months. But here's where things start to pulse a little differently. This whole NFL draft IQ thing, a data-driven prediction model, tried its hand at guessing who the Dolphins want, what they might do with pick 13, and if there's any appetite to shake the board with a trade. It even decided how much the Dolphins need a new quarterback. Sounds good, right? But once you really sit in it, let it breathe, something starts to feel off. Let's start with trades. According to this AI genius, the Dolphins aren't expected to move much. 2 stars out of 5 for a trade up, 1 star for a trade down. Not exactly fireworks. But think about it. Is this team really the type to stay put when the roster screams for help in multiple areas? Sure, trading down makes sense, in theory. Get more picks, cover more ground. The issue? There has to be a team dying to jump to 13. And guess what? The quarterback class doesn't inspire that kind of desperation. Shedeur Sanders? Jackson Dart? No one's clearing their war room to go all in on them. Still, the idea of dropping a few spots, like in that mock where they moved back to 16 for an extra top 100 pick, there's something there. That could work, assuming Arizona or anyone else is that eager. But are they? Offensive linemen don't usually spark that kind of frenzy. And Miami? They need guys who can walk in and start, not more maybes. And trading up? No. Just no. There are holes everywhere. Defensive line, safety, guard, take your pick. Giving up capital to chase one premium player? Not wise. Not now. Especially when the draft is deep at key spots. You move up when you're close. When you're one guy away. Miami? Not that close. Not yet. So maybe, just maybe, staying at 13 is exactly what they have to do. Not what they want. Not what feels fun, but what's necessary. Quarterback. Always a juicy conversation. The AI says it's not a big need. 2 stars out of 5. Fair. Actually, yeah. You're not replacing Tua at 13. Not this year. Not with this class. And as much as people like to throw his injury history around like a grenade, the truth is, Miami's sticking with him. For now. But what about the guy behind him? Zach Wilson? That's the plan. That's the safety net? No. That's a problem. His tape is a mess, his confidence looks shot, and no one outside that building truly believes he's the future. So why not stash a developmental guy? Not a savior, just someone who could turn into something useful. A cheap, controllable option who doesn't cost you wins if he's forced into action. Doesn't sound like a priority, but it's the kind of smart depth move good teams make. Now here's where it starts to get spicy. The model spit out a list of likely targets. Some names you've heard. Some feel obvious. Others not so much. Will Campbell. Gone before 13. Almost guaranteed. Same with Armand Membu. So cross them off. Will Johnson. Still on the board. Same with Jody Barron, Kelvin Banks Jr., Malachi Starks, and Nick Emenwari. And yeah, they all make sense. They all fill real needs. They all fit. But one name hits different, Ashton Jeanty. That's the one that grabs your attention and doesn't let go. Running back. The one position where the Dolphins are stacked. A chain right, Madison. That room isn't just crowded. It's explosive. And yet, here's Jeanty, sitting in the middle of the conversation. Why? Because he might be the best pure player left on the board when they pick. Not the best fit. Not the best value. The best player. Period. So what do? Take him? Ignore need and just load up on talent? Or pass on a blue-chip back because you've already got a stable full of them? It's not an easy call. But that's what makes this thing so wild. Do you play it safe and fill the obvious hole? Or do you swing big and dare the league to stop your offense? The AI leans toward taking him. Makes sense. Draft boards don't care about your roster. They care about who's next, who's special, who changes the game. And Jeanty? He's all of that. But still it feels off. Not wrong, just complicated. A team like Miami can't afford luxuries. Not yet. The betting odds line up like you'd expect. Offensive line leads the way. Defensive line next. Then safety, then cornerback. Clean, predictable. But look closer. That's what outsiders think. That's what sportsbooks see. Miami? They see something else. They drafted Patrick Paul last year and seem ready to roll with him and Austin Jackson. Questionable. Absolutely. But they're committed.